Good afternoon on what is a mild, grey and overcast day. It is Monday the 17th of April. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And, well, not a parcel to unbox, but a copy of keys from the Golden Vault to unbag. This is just the latest release for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So let's find out what this looks like. So this is the special edition kind of cover. So it's really kind of, okay, Golden Vault, definitely, you know, keys, keyhole, lock, etc. That's a nicely themed done, and it's a really nice kind of eye-catching cover, especially with the key motif on the back. So we open up, okay, and nice artwork, credits and contents page, all clearly laid out. So what we've got a nice touch here is we have on the cover, daring thieves infiltrate a conservative to steal a magical instrument, unaware of the evil that awaits them. So you've got on the cover, and that's the standard cover, and then you've got the alternative cover. So on the alt cover, the Golden Vault is your gateway to adventure. Sean Mayo shows you the door to this vault, but not the treasure within. Nicely thematically done, as I say. So, and this is a collection of heists. Keys from the Golden Vault presents 13 Dungeons & Dragons adventures that features heists. In each adventure, the characters receive a mission, plan a job, execute their plan, and try to escape the scene. You can run each heist as a standalone adventure, or as part of a larger campaign, a campaign of heists later in this introduction. So you've got advice here for using adventures, you've got creating a heist crew, and this comes out at the same time, more or less, as the Dungeons & Dragons movie, Dungeons & Dragons No Honor Amongst Thieves, and that's a caper movie, that's a heist movie, and this kind of fits in with it. We have details of sort of like the Golden Vault and heist complications and that sort of thing, handling a rival crew, and so on. That's all very quickly set up before we get into the Merkmeyer Malevolence, which is the first one. And I like this, you've got basically a nice image of a key there with a bitey mouth and a big monster there going for the player characters. And setting things up, because vaults are, I say vaults, heists are always kind of a key part of role-playing games, breaking into things and trying to grab them, that sort of thing. Really when you sort of like you come up to the best kind of heist role-playing game there is, is Leverage, which is kind of a con game, storytelling game, which is really good. And this does it for Dungeons & Dragons. Not that kind of storytelling play, of course, but the mode and type of adventure. So, location, where the player characters have to perform the raid, and very sort of like, this is sort of like we've got floor plans for location here, which is done in a completely Dungeons & Dragons like style. Normally you've got a lot more colour there, you've got a lot more detail, it's done very realistic. Here we have a set of somebody's drawn out some plans. And this all takes place, you've got a gala to attend to, so you've got that social aspect. And then we've actually got that's the kind of the handout, because you've actually got the Varken Bluff Museum of Natural History. That's going to be the target. That's really kind of for the benefit of the game master, dungeon master, to get an idea of the layout and so on. Then you've got the target, the Merkmeyer Stone, and then we're quickly on to the Stygian Gambit. It's going to follow more or less the same format throughout, of course, because it's that sort of book. Adventure background, starting the adventure, a map of the casino. There it is for the player characters' benefit. The adventurers, Details of the Afterlife's casino. Nice images, you know, of gambling and so on. And then, you know, you have the Afterlife casino, sort of like, you know, like cave-like kind of setting feel to it. So that's quite short. I mean, some, you know, you move on to. So where are we? Just trying to get hold of the page. There we go. Reach for the stars. In each case, you know, you've got the golden vaults. You've got the key motif at the top of each adventure. And here you've got a nice illustration. A friendly spirit appears as a disembodied head, warning heroes about the dangers that wait for them in the Delphi mansion. And that's the target for this adventure. And here we are, we've got the Delphi mansion in all its glory. So yeah, and then all planned out. Let's see what else we've got. Some of the ghostly goings on there in the mansion and the evils that there will be encountered. You know, including with Marcos Delphi, the warlock, and you've got an illustration of him earlier. And then clearly we've got Prisoner 13. Well, it's going to be a prison heist, isn't it? Of course. And you've got the illustration of kind of prison with a tower there, the background forbidden. You know, that's not a place where you want to end up, or a place you want to have to break into. But it's a complete classic kind of thing where you have to break into a prison. So in the world of Toril, in the frozen reaches of the north coast, lies an impenetrable fortress built to house the region's most dangerous criminals. And here we have it. This is Revel's End. It's illustrated there, and that's going to be where, of course, if you watch No Honor Amongst Thieves, that's going to be where they broke out from. So you can take this and run it with references to scenes in the film. And then we have a proper map. Characters skulking around the prison corridors to get to the right cell. Locate the correct inmate, obviously prisoner 13. And then Clockworks. And here the key has the teeth of a gear. And I've got a strange, great kind of clockwork device there hanging over a sort of city in the Underdark. This is the snurf-nibbling town of Little Locklord, holds many wonders and many hidden dangers. It's a fantastic location for a heist. So Little Rockford, there's the map. Clearer map, this is the player's map, then the clearer map for the Dungeon Master. And we've got Clockwork Defenders and Observers, and of course the owner, Tixie Tockworth, who is an chaotic evil gnome. Masterpiece Imbroglio. This is going to be involved artwork. You see, we've got the portrait there on the handle of the key. And a guild house. Let's have a look. Axe from the Grave. So there, the key has a skeleton, a skull on it, and these scenarios are going up one by one. And it's sort of like a level. So this is a 6th level adventure. You know, we've had sort of like 5th and 4th and 1st level adventures so far. Skolden Rand Conservatory. I'm really liking the cartography in here. It's really nice and And then we have, just a Marrett conspires with 3 closets, including 1 in centipede form and 1 in bat form. It doesn't bode well for the player characters, does it? Almost like a true villain there. Again, he's a yes, Scythian Skolorang, a tiefling bard, Celtic evil. So it's okay to raid these people and rob them. They're evil. Next adventure is Viderant's Vault, and that feels more like a classic heist, having to get into a building and then into a vault. Not like that's not been seen in a certain film. So there's the map for the player's benefit, and for the game master's benefit. And Nixilana Viderant. It's either almost like a femme fatale style character there, and then we're on to Shard of the Accursed. Even complete with again nicely carried over with the themed key handles. So that's got like a shard of a rock or crystal. And then we have Zeluan's Tomb. Nicely ripped and ripped apart map, so it sort of like hangs together. There could be missing bits in between, in the gaps that are missing. That's a nice touch. And then the proper map. I'm going to statue of a giant braces the ceiling of Zeluan's Tomb. Let's see, Hearts of Ashes. And again, yeah, the key there is heart-shaped. And we've got a Castle Sinis for the player characters to investigate. There we go, just a scene there, trying to get from one broken part to another. It's a daring adventurer leaps to a floating tower that has been detached from Castle Sinis. And then, let's have a look. Next. Got an engine car, Concordant Express. Sort of like a moving kind of tower train heist thing going on there. I'm just trying to flip through the pages. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so we've got a fare on the Concordant Express. So this takes out a kind of a stranger kind of place. This happens aboard a train. And you've got the locomotive. That's the key handle. And there we go. There's the plans of the prison train. As it travels from plane to plane. So you have a planar train. And yeah, dealing with, like, so you're going to have planes, you're going to have mine flares. And even Modron. So this is kind of tying it in, if you wanted to, with the forthcoming kind of Planescape content. Then we've got a party at Palisade Hall. And then concerning, we've got basically a nice necklace or bracelet, or this is a winter solstice gala. And again, galas and parties are great things for heists because you've got all these NPCs and stuff going on. you know, and the player characters get to do a lot of role playing and have their, you know, and you know, dress up. Lots of gear to take because people are going to be dressed their best. You know, such as wearing that piece of jewellery. You know, and that's the shard solitaire, and then we have fire and darkness, which is you've got basically somebody tied into with a tome, and brimstone hold. There we go. So, just a couple hundred pages to, you know, I've got an index at the end there. A couple hundred pages to Keys from the Golden Vault. It feels like a slimmer book than a lot of the other Dungeons and Dragons books. But again, it's really just an anthology of adventures, so it's lots of different parts and so on which you can put together. But yeah, that's a nice looking book, got lots of adventures. I always like anthologies, and you know this kind of going to work if you want to work sort of a campaign. We can have a campaign of heists or just one shots, or you can easily sort of like have a campaign interspersed by heists if you're running sort of like more of a kind of a criminally orientated crew. Anyway, that's Keys from the Golden Vaults for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, published by Wizards of the Coast. If you've enjoyed this unboxing the Nook, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you take the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings of the Nook, where you will see me typically out here with a box or package from which I will unbox a book or game and chat about it to the best extent of my knowledge. All, of course, accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, rather than simply unboxing it, having got it from my friendly local gaming store. Then please do hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing look. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.